Arsenal 2, Everton nil. Guys, I almost didn't make it to this program. I almost didn't. I was absolutely almost dead. What a great cameo by Max Dowman. Honestly, a few months ago, I did a, a program, a recording saying, please give this boy a chance. He's not Lionel Messi. But honestly, his influence tonight was pivotal. He came on and I'm thinking, does he know he is 16? This boy doesn't know who he bloody is yet, and he is doing that to grown ass men. The first goal we scored 89 minutes, just a minute before the 90 minutes. And Viktor Gyökeres finally finds himself at the end of a loose ball in the 18. Max Dowman, deep free kick. Actually, it wasn't a free kick, it was a throw in. Then he crossed it in, ended up on Hinkapie's body into a space. And Viktor Gyökeres, boom, back of the net, 1-0. And then we get 6 minutes added on time. I was thinking this is so tense. I kept refreshing my live score because my stream was way behind. And before I know it, it was past the 6 minutes. We were into 7 minutes of added on time. I don't know what Pickford was doing all the way up there. Isn't it better to lose 1-0 than 2-0? I don't know what he was doing up there. But anyway, he was trying to help at a set for help Everton on a set piece, on a corner, and then Martinelli heads it out of the area into Dowman's path, who manages to dribble past 2 defenders, and he literally almost walked it into the net. I was screaming. I was screaming. Wow, that was a huge relief. 8, we basically, we were counting down from 8. We are now on 7. But this means that Manchester City have to win tonight when they play West Ham. And to be fair, West Ham, I think, are going to collapse. But something can happen. You know, I spoke the 2-0 into existence for Arsenal. Was it 1-0 or 3-1, whatever I spoke in. But 2-2, West Ham, do us a favor. But yes, what a pivotal, important result for us. Before I go, because I got to go out tonight, unfortunately, let's have a look at the performances. David Raya, for me, did not have a very convincing display. He had some moments of flappy handski, you know, some basically there were just a few incidents there which did not breed confidence. Jurriën Timber came off early on. It looked like he's been tired for such a long time, Jurriën, let's be honest. He came off, Mosquera came on, and to be fair, he was not the solidest, was he? I don't know why Ben White didn't come on, but whatever. Big Gabby had some opportunities, some stray passes. Saliba, I thought, was really good, but I was really weirded out seeing him on that right wing. You know, it was so weird because, or to be fair, I think he was swapping because it was probably more effective. So Mosquera would probably tuck in next to Big Gabby, whatever. Calafiore, a lot of wild shots tonight. But that spider save he did at a point in the first half means everything, because imagine at that point going 1-0 down. I mean, it's possible Raya could have saved it because it looked like he had covered that position with both his hands. It's possible, but Califiore's spider save is going to be something we are going to be talking about for the rest of the week. Well, coming week up to Tuesday when we're playing the Champions League. So he came off for Hinkapie in the end. Then when I saw Zubimendi coming off, I was like, who's he coming off for? And it was Max Dowman. And I'm thinking, Max in that position? I don't know. But I think it was desperate times from Mikel Arteta. We're just not making any progress. He had made changes earlier in the match with Noni and Kai Havertz, putting on Gyökeres for Kai and Martinelli for Madueke. It killed our momentum. We're not making any threats up front. We're basically not doing anything. We're not threatening anybody. And we looked to have, basically, we're just passing sideways. But when he brought on his final change where we saw Hinkapie and Max Dowman changed the dynamics of that game. We could see Saka tucked in a little bit. tucked in, and Max was using, he was going from the middle and was going to the wing and was doing all sorts of things, basically. And Eze actually improved. He had a wonderful, wonderful shot on target, which was saved by Pickford, who was, I think, very good tonight, apart from the goals that went in, of course. But otherwise, all the chances Eze had on goal, he saved pretty decently. And then, of course, there was that crazy save he made as well from Saka, which was Rudolph as offside and stuff. So Pickford was pretty decent today. But like I was saying earlier, Madueke for me before he came off was our best attacker, our best player in that match. So when I saw him off for Martinelli, I was like, Arteta doesn't want to win. But of course, oh, all good things come to those who wait, I guess, because the changes that were made in the end, especially by bringing Dowman, who is fearless. Sometimes these boys, I think the guys, the older ones, play with a handbrake on. They don't want to have to chase the game. Max didn't care. He was coming on. He was like pushing the ball forward. He was challenging players. He was getting fouled for fun. And it meant we're getting free kicks and everything quite a lot. But then when he put that cross into the back post, Hincapie's body somehow finds itself in the middle. And Viktor Gyökeres, who did not have a touch, I don't think, since he had come on. Well, he had a touch, but didn't do much. But that was his best opportunity, and he tacked it beautifully into the back of the net. Absolutely beautiful goal. Well, considering we were 1-0 down, I thought it was the most beautiful goal, but it was literally a tap in, and he couldn't miss. Even I couldn't miss there. Now, let's talk about that second goal in the 97th minute, which almost ended my life, guys. I'm telling you, from a set piece from Everton, Pickford, what are you doing in the 18? You are 1-0 down. Why? Anyway, I guess you wanted a draw, which is a good attitude, might as well lose 2-0, or at least, earn a draw for your team. So fair enough, maybe the logic there is logicking, but I'm sure he was instructed to go join in and give more bodies in the 18. Martinelli leaps, heads the ball out of the area, lands in the path of Max Dowman. Max Dowman does everything, dribbles past one defender, and then another defender haplessly looking on, and then he's sprinting. At some point, I thought he was going to pass it to Martinelli, but I think Martinelli probably gave him a sign like, go with it. And he went with it. He's so confident. He's 16. I remember my brother saying when he watched him, he didn't even say, this boy plays. He was 15 then, I think, 15. When my brother, Dr. Namo, said, this boy plays very maturely for his age. He is the real deal. And I said, oh, I've seen real deals before. I mean, Saka is the real deal. We saw him, but he says he thinks this boy is better than Saka. And I said, whatever. And today, just how many players, forget youngsters, how many players come in and do that kind of thing? The last time I saw somebody have that influence was Leverkusen when Noni came on, but we know Noni's weaknesses. He's like, he will just run you off the pitch. He can run, but Dowman runs, he's fast, he is tricky, he's got all these like technical skills, and he can change a game like that, and he did it for us. A pre-assist and a goal for this game. Very important. So guys, 7 to go. Are we going to make it? I'm not sure I'm going to make it to May at the rate this is going, because I was like, to be fair, I didn't sack Arteta today. Usually, earlier in the season, I was sacking him for any small infringement, but I got to a point where I just said, you know what, Everton maybe is a game we might draw, but I was so happy to see that the boys did not accept that. Declan Rice, did I talk about how Declan Rice did today? Before Max Dowman, I was thinking of Declan Rice as man of the match, because there was that important interception he made about the 70-something minute. I forgot to check who it was, but there was a player who was loose in the 18, and Declan appeared out of nowhere and absolutely took the ball off him to clear it. So there were all those important moments in the match where basically Declan saved the day. And what I'm loving here in this match, I can't see, there are no yellow cards. There were no yellow cards. But the worst thing that happened today in this match was the atrocious referee. We should have had a penalty in the first half. Kai Havertz was brought down He was pushed down and his leg was stomped on to add insult to injury. VAR did not help the ref at all. I mean, the ref was terrible anyway. I think the most disappointed person today is the ref. And I'm not saying too much about it, but everyone who watched that. The ref was very dodgy today. And this is why the agendas, all this nonsense talk we've been hearing from the Obi Michaels, all these other like influencers, YouTube saying loud things about Arsenal's approach to the game. This refereeing display today is due to that. He's listening to outside noises, basically. All that nonsense discourse about Madueke diving for the Leverkusen goal, which was, by the way, a penalty because he was impeded. His ankle was clipped, that was a penalty. But all that noise has put it in the ref's mind that there's going to be some cheating going on. And it doesn't blow. The VAR is useless as they can be. And this is where VAR is a huge weakness. The ability for VAR to engineer games the way they want it. Basically, for us to win tonight, we had to make it happen. And for the next 7 games, Arsenal, do not rely on referees. Do not rely on VAR. You're not going to get fair shake. You will have to take this. And to be champion in boxing, you have to win. You have to take the belts. No one's going to give them to you. And we have seen it today. We have seen it today. No one's giving us the trophy. No one's giving us the Premier League. We'll have to go and pry it out of the PGMOL, out of the FA, out of Man City's hands. Because these guys are not giving us anything. I am telling you right now. And today's performance has given me so much hope. Oh my God, I am so happy. Right? I need to go out. You guys. So I have got a meeting tonight. I'll take lots of photos. Find me on my TikTok, Daliso Sports Show, guys. I'll put some videos tonight because all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me once again. If you do like this video and my content, please do not forget to like and subscribe and even share it. Please join this. We've only been going for a few months, but over the next year, World Cup, if we have the World Cup, hopefully we're going to have a lot more coverage about a lot more things. But right now, it's just little old me trying to do everything. And me and Daniel, hopefully you'll meet Daniel soon. We're trying to do everything. So we can't do everything. But in the meantime, I am the happiest Arsenal gunner in the world. Forget Arteta. He's not even as happy as I am. So I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much. And I love you. So I love everybody, but I love you even more.